Chief Meteorologist Chris Boone.
Look at those rain totals that we kind of saw for those past 24 hours last night. Really seeing those showers start to reach into the Concho Valley. They continued all night last night, giving us some beneficial rain, especially for those northern parts of the Concho Valley, seeing up to 1, even 2 inches of rain for some of those northern parts of the Concho Valley. As they started to move towards the south, those showers started to diminish, not bringing as much rain for those southern parts of the Concho Valley, but still all of us seeing some beneficial rain and even seeing some showers out towards the northeast right now. That's bringing some rain for those northeastern parts of the Concho Valley, adding on to those rain totals for out towards Brady and Brownwood. And actually going to continue to see some showers even as we go into our evening today. And those temperatures for those last 24 hours, as we saw those showers last night, they didn't really cool us down all too much. We still saw those overnight lows in those 50s, those mid 50s for those overnight lows, 55. And then as we got into our morning this morning, we really warmed up into those 60s and 70s, and even reached some of us reaching the 80s for those afternoon highs for this Monday. Actually seeing that current temperature right now, we're sitting at 80 degrees, that dew point at 50, a little bit humid out there with that humidity at 35%, and those winds right now out of the north at 11 miles per hour, and still seeing some of those clouds throughout the sky even as we go into these later afternoon hours. Actually, those current temperatures across the Concho Valley, a lot of 80s, especially for those eastern parts, or western rather, parts of the Concho Valley, seeing a lot of 80s. But as you look towards those eastern parts of the Concho Valley, that's where we're seeing some of those showers. Actually, that's where we're seeing some of those cooler temperatures as well. All those seeing kind of those mid 70s, 74 in Brady, 75 in Coleman, as well as Mason. Actually, as we zoom out across the state of Texas, you see kind of that temperature gradient as we look off towards the west and east of the state. Seeing 84 in El Paso, 80 in Midland, and we start to transition into those 70s, 71 in Waco, 69 actually in Houston, and 73 in San Antonio. And actually seeing some of those showers towards the middle of the state of Texas. That's where we kind of see that line of showers, and actually reaching into the Concho Valley over this past couple of hours. We saw some pretty severe thunderstorms out towards Brownwood, moving in towards Brady. They started to decrease in their severity. We were seeing a heavy thunderstorm watch with that, but it started to decrease, and we're not really seeing it as prominent, but still seeing some of those showers as we go into these next 12 hours, and those temperatures really cooling down into those 60s and 50s for those overnight lows. That overnight low of 53, a little bit cooler than what we saw last night. And looking towards our afternoon tomorrow, continuing those very seasonable temperatures in those upper 70s, and continuing some very isolated shots of some showers for the rest of tonight, as well as we look in towards tomorrow morning. I'm going to look at that 7-day forecast again, very seasonable, getting into the 80s, and then a cool down for next week.